Hey Viva, welcome to the Gig Live. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. For everyone who's watching, this is Viva Bradley. She is a model, a dancer, and a soon to be musician, so up and coming pop artist, which, everyone on here I have a soft heart for. So we're going to ask Viva what it's like to be a model in Atlanta. So tell us a little bit about your gig.
It is always unpredictable, I'll tell you that. I have personally met a lot of people since I've been doing it. I've been officially been doing it for about a year now. And it's pretty crazy. I've met a lot of people, I've made a lot of connections, and I am moving forward to get to the end goal, which is to possibly be an international model. So,
Oh,
yeah.
have you ever thought
hmm
about auditioning for like America's Top Model, Next Top Model? Do they
Well,
even do that
see,
anymore?
they do, but the thing is like we're getting into a day and age where there's such thing as an ideal woman. And with America's Next Top Model, it's so restricted on looks of beauty. It's just so trapped into this one ideal. And I feel like I personally love freelancing, and that's why I'm not with an agency, is because of the fact that I get that ability to work with so many people that are realistic to who their consumers and their customers are. So, yeah.
Oh, okay. So,
Yeah.
what is your favorite part about your gig? Modeling seems hard, but what's your favorite part about it?
There are some days where I don't want to go and model, but I rarely have those days. So like I guess my favorite thing is like going and pretending to be somebody else, because with modeling I kind of like get to wear different hats. I'm never the same individual. Like if we're doing something that's more of a serious piece, then I have to try to like find in myself like, okay, where am I going to get that energy from to get across to people that this is something that's moving. But at the same time, I have to go do one of those, I'm happy and I'm just like smiling all the time. And you find that energy. And some days you will be on a set for literally 4 hours
Ugh.
and try to smile for 4 hours. And I promise you, your mouth is gonna get tired.
I'd be
But
so tired.
yeah, but I enjoy being able to wear different hats. That's like my favorite part.
Okay,
hmm
so with everyone, we all have a favorite part of what we do. What is your least favorite part?
I think least favorite part is having individuals look you up and down and judge you, because I think that is the one thing about being a model where you do have to have a very hard exterior. You can't just you have to take everything with a grain of salt, and you have to not take it so seriously. Like if this is the pathway that you want to do, you have to understand that a lot of the criticism that you get, for one, isn't going to be that bad, because everyone has their own idea of beauty. So everyone has an opinion. Now, also another thing is like when you choose to go into this field, is that you have to realize that most people that do critique you is because they want you to be better. They like if there is something that you can fix, such as, hey, have you thought about changing your hairstyle? Because maybe that would open up your face instead of you hiding it all the time. Like that's something that I actually had a critique on, and that really helped me actually. So yeah.
Cool. Do you ever, I don't model. I'm a musician, but I don't model. I try every once in a while with my super cool ring light and my subpar Photoshop abilities. But what is something that you do to stay refreshed? And how do you keep getting excited? Because as freelancers, it's really hard sometimes to just wake up and do the same thing over and over again. And the best part
Yeah.
about freelancer is that you can do all the things. So, you model, you dance, you're an up and coming artist. How do you stay refreshed and motivated?
I guess just kind of like reminding myself that eventually I'm getting to a point where I'm going to start wanting to do things for myself. So I basically created a goal where I want to become a songwriter, and I have my whole idea of how I want to create myself. And so that's how I keep myself motivated to being like, okay, you know what? I have to start, with little baby steps, and then I will eventually get there. And that's what keeps you motivated for that. Modeling, it's the same thing. It's like my end goal is to, possibly soon become a creative director, because I love the idea of creating ideas. So like for me to stay motivated into modeling, yeah, freelancing, it's kind of hard to stay motivated, but creating relationships, learning from them, and hearing where they're coming from to learn all that information, that's what keeps you motivated.
Right.
You just have to have a goal. Yeah, for sure.
That's amazing advice. So along with that advice, if there was one thing you could tell, up and coming dancers and models and songwriters, what would it be? Like, what kind of advice would you give them?
I would say the one advice is don't ever doubt your ability. There are going to be so many people that will tell you that you're not as special as you think, but those are the people that end up being the most wrong about you, is because of the fact that you are more special than anything, because of the fact that there is not another copy of you. There's always going to be something that you have to offer to the table that no one else can offer. So I would just remember that that's a huge thing to be proud of. And, you just have to look into yourself and remind yourself that you have the ability, but you have to have the will. You have to be strong for yourself.
Right.
So, yeah.
That's awesome. Amazing advice. Well, thank you for joining us on the Gig Life. It was an honor having you here. Stay tuned for some pictures. We're going to show you Viva's modeling career and how intensely awesome it is, if that's even a way I can say that.
Thank you.
What way can our followers check you out? What's the best way to book you and stay in touch?
Currently right now, Instagram's your best bet. That is the most current thing that I stay on in order to get booked or to get approached of like advice or, wanting to do a collab or project. That's been my go-to right now for sure.
Okay. What's the handle?
I know I should give that, shouldn't I? Okay. So it is, I know. Yeah. So it's going to be Viva la Briannas. So Briannas with an S at the end. So plural Briannas. Yeah.
Ooh, we share that. But
yes, girl.
You're an E and I'm an I. The rest of it is all the same.
Girl, that's what makes us special, okay?
Yes, that's right. Okay, well, you heard her. Get in touch, Viva la Briannas, and check her out on Instagram, and stay tuned for more on the Gig Life. Bye, Viva. Thanks for joining.
Thanks for having me.
Bye.
Bye.